Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. I'll also get a bunch of sound clips. There's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. Born in 1910 in Milan, Italy, Alfa Romeo has designed and crafted some of the most stylish and sporty cars in automotive history. That tradition lives on today as Alfa Romeo continues to take a unique and innovative approach to automobiles. The award-winning Alfa Romeo Giulia delivers race-inspired performance, advanced technologies, and an exhilarating driving experience to the premium mid-size sedan segment. The history of the Quadrifoglio dates back to the 1923 Targa Florio, one of the oldest and most famous racing events of all time. A dangerous and thrilling open-road endurance race held in the mountains of Sicily. Leading up to the 1923 racing season, Ugo Savocci, who was an incredibly superstitious driver, was a perennial second-place finisher, more often than not behind one of his Alfa teammates. So, going into the Targa Florio race, and in an effort to banish his bad luck, he decided to paint a four-leaf clover, or quadrifoglio, on the side of his 1923 Targa Florio RL. Sure enough, Savocci won. However, a few weeks after the victory, Savocci was testing a new Alfa car at the legendary Monza racetrack, and there had been no time to paint his good luck symbol. Tragically, he crashed and lost his life. From that day forward, the four-leaf clover became the symbol of all Alfa Romeo race cars and would later symbolize the mark of Alfa's high-performance street vehicles. The original four-leaf clover on Savocci's car was encased in a square box, while all future clovers were encased in a triangle, with the missing point symbolizing the loss of Ugo Savocci. Led by two senior engineers from Ferrari, the Giulia Quadrifoglio's rear-wheel drive architecture extensively integrates lightweight, state-of-the-art materials to achieve an impressive power-to-weight ratio of nearly 7 pounds per horsepower. It also delivers near 50-50 perfect weight distribution, segment-leading torsional rigidity, and the most direct steering I've ever experienced. Designers provided the car with extremely short overhangs, long hood and fender proportions, and a passenger compartment straddled between muscular rear fender forms to deliver a settled look over the drive wheels. Taut lines, including the elegantly sculpted character line across the body sides, mark the doors and envelop the handles while naturally leading back to Alfa's signature V-shaped nose. The lower front fascia incorporates massive intakes to channel air to the engine, intercoolers, and brakes. The rear of the Quadrifoglio manages airflow with a massive diffuser, which helps channel air to provide additional stability at high speeds and generate extra downforce in corners. Finishing off the rear is an aggressive dual-mode exhaust system with staggered quad tips. Carbon fiber is used for the hood, roof, drive shaft, rocker moldings, active aero front splitter, and rear spoiler. Integrated vents in the hood help extract heat from the engine bay. Additional vents in the front fenders help reduce positive pressure buildup to improve downforce. Aluminum is used for the front and rear subframes, front shock towers, brake calipers, doors, fenders, and various suspension components to help shed weight compared to conventional steel. The rear crossmember is made from aluminum and composite. Carbon ceramic brake rotors are also available to shed even more weight over the standard cast iron rotors. The Quadrifoglio has a very low center of gravity to deliver the high performance and precision expected from an Alfa Romeo. The active aero front splitter instantaneously adjusts for optimal aerodynamics, downforce, and stability at any speed. In addition to helping the Quadrifoglio achieve a best-in-class 0.32 drag coefficient, the dynamic front splitter with its two electric actuators can generate up to 220 pounds of downforce. A primary objective of the engineering team in designing this car originally was to integrate world-first and next-level vehicle technological solutions that would only amplify the Quadrifoglio's exhilarating driving experience. For 2024, the Giulia Quadrifoglio comes with a starting MSRP of $81,375. There's several important updates this year too, including new LED adaptive matrix headlights, new smoked LED taillights with a glossy black finish, and a new V Scudetto grille insert. Inside, there's a new digital instrument cluster and new Alpha Connect services that offer comfort and security and improved over-the-air update capability. The Quadrifoglio is available in 5 colors. This example is finished in the most vibrant option, Verde Montreal Tricoat. At $2,200, it's also the most expensive option. It's a beautiful metallic color that perfectly complements the car's signature badging. Options are fairly limited, as the Quadrifoglio already comes pretty well equipped. This example is equipped with the optional Active Assist Plus package and the optional exposed carbon fiber roof. The total MSRP for what you see here, including destination, is $86,755. The Quadrifoglio is fitted with lightweight forged aluminum wheels as standard. The staggered setup consists of 19 by 8.5 inch wheels in the front with 245/35 tires and 19 by 10 inch wheels in the rear with 285/30 tires. Pirelli P0 Corsa 3-season high-performance tires are standard. They offer excellent road-holding ability with low noise characteristics. Alfa Romeo offers 2 different wheel options. The dark 5-hole wheels shown here are the standard wheels. The optional wheel style is called Dark Technico. The Quadrifoglio features an innovative electromechanical braking system that's claimed to offer better braking performance through a faster increase in pressure. It also makes it possible to vary brake feel with the car's drive modes. It's a lightweight technological solution that eliminates the need for a conventional stability control unit and brake booster. The standard brakes consist of 4-wheel, internally ventilated and cross-drilled cast iron rotors that span 14.2 by 1.6 inches in the front and 13.8 by 1.1 inches in the rear. They're clamped down by aluminum monoblock calipers, 6-piston and 4-piston respectively. Black calipers are standard, red calipers are optional. In my experience, the standard brakes are more than enough for anyone not planning on regular track days. The pedal has excellent feel and it's easy to modulate. The car will stop on a dime if you ask it to. That being said, for those desiring even more, ultra-high performance Brembo carbon ceramic brakes are optional. They shed unsprung weight for improved handling and offer incredible durability, along with improved stopping performance. They also have superior heat resistance for more consistent stopping performance, especially in more demanding scenarios like track days. The carbon ceramic brakes include a 2-piece rotor design that reduces weight by 50%. They're quite a bit larger too, spanning 15.4 by 1.3 inches in the front and 14.2 by 1.1 inches in the rear. Like the standard brakes, they're internally ventilated and cross-drilled with 6-piston and 4-piston calipers. With the upgraded brakes, the Quadrifoglio is claimed to stop from 60 miles an hour in just 102 feet. An electronic parking brake is standard, regardless of which brake setup you have. It's engaged via a switch on the center console. An Alfa Romeo exclusive double wishbone front suspension with semi-virtual steering axis guarantees a rapid and accurate steering feel. At the rear, a patented Alpha Link rear suspension design with vertical rod link ensures top performance, driving pleasure, and passenger ride comfort. The standard active damping suspension adapts to driving conditions and can be adjusted via the Alpha DNA Pro selector in the center console, which includes 4 drive modes. When set to dynamic or race mode, the dampers automatically firm up. You can also manually firm or soften the dampers by the button in the middle of the DNA Pro selector. Even when firmed up, the Quadrifoglio has excellent ride quality that's tight but never punishing. In their standard setting, the dampers have a well-composed setup that focuses primarily on comfort. A standard torque vectoring limited slip differential increases the limits imposed by the tires during lateral acceleration. With its twin-clutch design, the differential optimizes torque delivery to each rear wheel separately for improved power delivery, traction, and control without having to cut power. For 2024, the differential now operates mechanically, which Alfa Romeo claims further emphasizes vehicle dynamics and control in spirited driving situations. The steering is a rack and pinion design with variable electric assistance and an incredibly tight 11.8:1 ratio. Through corners, the steering is super quick and direct. The car feels so light on its feet, it's amazing. By far one of the most engaging cars I've driven in quite some time. The turning circle is surprisingly small too, measuring just 35.5 feet. This greatly benefits maneuverability. The flat-bottom steering wheel is manually adjustable for tilt and reach and is wrapped in a combination of leather and Alcantara. A carbon fiber accent with a 4-leaf clover can be seen on the bottom spoke. At the heart of the car's dynamics is a system called Chassis Domain Control. It coordinates all of the car's active systems, using predictive type dynamic models to deliver balanced, safe, and natural driving to optimize performance and overall drivability. The Giulia Quadrifoglio is powered by a Ferrari-derived twin-turbocharged 2.9-liter V6 engine that delivers a unique character that only a high-performance Italian car can provide. It's a lightweight and compact engine that's strategically positioned to aid in lowering the car's center of gravity. The engine is built using a 90-degree layout and features a closed-deck aluminum block with an aluminum bed plate and aluminum cylinder heads. The crankshaft is made from super-finished forged nitride steel. The pistons are made from forged aluminum and are cooled with twin oil jets. Fuel is delivered through a combination of port injection and side-mounted high-pressure direct injection. The compression ratio is 9.3:1. The valve train consists of chain-driven double overhead camshafts with intake and exhaust continuous camshaft phasing, 4 valves per cylinder with roller finger followers and hydraulic lash adjusters. A variable pressure oil pump helps reduce operational energy draw to boost efficiency. The engine develops 505 horsepower at 6,500 RPM. That's an impressive 175 horsepower per liter. Torque comes in at 443 pound-feet between 2,500 and 5,500 RPM. The maximum engine speed is 7,400 RPM. The twin turbochargers are integrated into the exhaust manifold and feature a low-inertia, single-scroll design with variable boost management for ultra-responsive throttle response. Peak boost pressure is 35 psi. Twin water-to-air intercoolers help keep the charge air as cool as possible for better performance. All in all, real-world performance numbers include a 0 to 60 time of 3.8 seconds and a top speed of 191 miles per hour. The Quadrifoglio was also timed to lap the famed Nürburgring in 7 minutes and 32 seconds. A ZF 8HP75 8-speed automatic transmission is standard. It's the only transmission offered and delivers incredible performance both in daily and spirited driving. Large steering wheel mounted aluminum paddle shifters are also standard. Each pull of a paddle is accompanied by a satisfying clink. The most impressive thing about this transmission is how easily it adapts to different driving scenarios. Through town and during daily use, it's as smooth as can be with the type of behavior you'd expect from a luxury car. Switch to one of the sportier settings and it really comes to life, with snappier, more responsive shifts and rev-matching downshifts without sacrificing its smoothness. Downshifts occur in less than 100 milliseconds, which is amazing considering it's not a dual-clutch transmission. 6th gear is a direct 1-to-1 ratio, while 7th and 8th gears are overdrive ratios. The final drive ratio is 3.09. Unlike the standard Giulia, the Quadrifoglio is not offered with all-wheel drive. It's rear-wheel drive only. With the Alfa DNA Pro Drive Mode selector, you can modify the car's dynamic behavior. Natural mode is for comfort and balanced daily driving. Advanced efficiency enables cylinder deactivation and reduces peak engine torque. Dynamic delivers sharper brake and steering feel, opens the active exhaust system, and includes more aggressive engine, transmission, and throttle tip-in calibrations. Race mode activates an overboost function, turns off stability control, and includes even more aggressive calibrations for the car's systems. When it comes to fuel economy, the Quadrifoglio is rated between 17 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway. With normal, everyday driving, I would average around 20 miles per gallon. An auto start-stop system is standard. It can be deactivated by a button on the left side of the dash if you wish. The engine's mechanical cylinder deactivation system allows the Quadrifoglio to run on 3 of its 6 cylinders during times of light acceleration and cruising for reduced fuel consumption. Premium unleaded fuel with a minimum octane rating of 91 is required. The total tank capacity is 15.3 gallons. Now let's go ahead and hear she sounds. Built around the driver, the Quadrifoglio's designers focused on simplistic elegance, with an emphasis on incorporating the essential elements for performance. Inside, the Giulia's high level of craftsmanship starts with an asymmetric styled instrument panel, featuring a driver-focused cockpit. Wrapped in ultra-premium leather and Alcantara and highlighted by authentic raw carbon fiber trim, aluminum, and accent stitching, the Quadrifoglio features a bespoke look. While it's not quite the level of posh as some of the latest models from BMW M or Mercedes-AMG, it's still very much luxurious. The Formula One-inspired steering wheel features a thick rim profile that neatly groups the vehicle controls in the red engine start button. Up to this point, the Quadrifoglio had a full-color, 7-inch thin-film transistor cluster that was flanked by two large white-on-black analog gauges. For 2024, there's an all-new digital instrument panel that displays vehicle information, including advanced driving assist systems and vehicle information pages. It's fully customizable, so you can personalize what information you want to see and even change the layout based on each of the car's 4 drive modes. Highlighting the Quadrifoglio's lightweight design, Sparco racing seats are optional and provide maximum lateral support during extreme cornering on the track. With even more bolstering than the standard leather-wrapped sports seats, the race-inspired performance seats are the lightest in its segment. While I have not tried them myself, I can say that the standard seats, shown here, are incredibly comfortable and offer excellent support themselves. The standard seats have 14-way power adjustments, including 4-way power lumbar, power adjustable side bolsters, and manual thigh extenders. The driver's seat gets memory presets. The headrests are adjustable, the seat belts are not. The only interior color offered on the Quadrifoglio is black. At the center of the interior is an 8.8-inch widescreen display for the car's infotainment system. It incorporates 3D navigation, all of the media options you could want, real-time vehicle performance pages and telemetry, and much more. An ergonomically located alpha rotary dial with integrated gesture recognition lets you interact with the infotainment system quicker than using the touchscreen interface. That being said, with this car being around since the 2017 model year, the infotainment system is starting to show its age, despite being revamped in 2020. It has pretty much everything you'd want out of a modern infotainment system, but it's pretty small relative to competitors' offerings. It also has some lag to it that can sometimes test your patience. I feel the space it occupies can be better utilized with a larger setup that more so integrates better with the curvature of the dash. The Quadrifoglio comes standard with a Harman Kardon premium audio system with 14 speakers, a subwoofer, and 900 watts of power, courtesy of a 12-channel amplifier. Media options are abundant and include things like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and SiriusXM satellite radio. You also have hands-free Bluetooth phone and streaming, voice recognition, roadside assistance, and a Wi-Fi hotspot. The center console features a leather-wrapped gear shifter with bright accents, premium rotary knobs and dial materials, open front storage with large cup holders, abundant storage capacity, and a wireless mobile phone charging pad. Additional storage includes a large locking glove box, lower door pockets, and a cubby on the left side of the dash. A dual-zone automatic climate control system with cabin air filtration and an air quality system is standard, along with heated front and rear seats and a heated steering wheel. The controls are simple and easy to operate. You can also operate all of the climate and heating functions from within the infotainment system if you want. A standard ambient lighting system with 14 subtly placed lights cast a soft glow across different areas of the interior at night. The Giulia is packed with tons of active and passive safety systems. When it comes to airbags, there's multi-stage driver and front passenger airbags, driver and front passenger seat-mounted side airbags, front and rear side curtain airbags, as well as driver and front passenger knee airbags. Standard driver assistance technology includes full-speed forward collision warning plus, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control with full stop, blind spot detection, and cross path detection. A rear backup camera with dynamic grid lines is standard, along with front and rear parking sensors, hill start assist, electronic brake force distribution with brake assist, amongst a bunch of other stuff. As I mentioned earlier, this example is equipped with the optional Active Assist Plus package, which includes an active driving assist system, lane keep assist, intelligent speed assist, traffic sign recognition with traffic jam assist, driver attention alert, and active blind spot assist. The Giulia's rear seat is surprisingly generous when it comes to overall space. This isn't a big car, but the way they laid things out, you can tell it was designed to efficiently use what space it had. It also has many similar luxury and sporty touches as the front, such as the leather-wrapped door panels and carbon fiber trim. When you climb inside, the first thing you'll notice is how the outboard seat bottoms are dished out. This allows you to sit lower to give you more headspace. The rear seat can technically accommodate 3 people, but the middle portion is not practical for an adult. It's best suited for younger children or a car seat. Speaking of, there's child seat anchors in all 3 positions. I'm 5 foot 10 inches. Once seated, I had a little over an inch of headspace left over with my head laid all the way back against the headrest. I had several inches of leg space left over. It's a pretty comfortable seat all in all. All 3 headrests are adjustable. Standard rear seat amenities include a fold-down armrest, seat back storage pockets, rear console adjustable air vents, USB device charge ports, heated outboard seats, overhead LED reading lights, grab handles and coat hooks, and lower door bottle holders. The Quadrifoglio offers decent practicality for its segment. The trunk lid isn't power operated like it is on some competitors, but it's pretty much effortless to open and close. Once opened, the counterbalanced lid carries itself upward without you having to lift a finger. It feels lightweight and has 2 grab handles built in to assist you in closing it. Inside the trunk, you have 13.4 cubic feet of space, which is average for this segment. The lift-over height isn't too high and the opening is fairly generous. There is no spare tire or any additional cargo space underneath the trunk floor, just a compartment to house a tire inflation kit. There's 2 D-rings, one on each side of the floor, that can be used to secure items. 2 overhead LED lights make it really easy to see at night. If you need to carry some longer items or you just want to maximize the Giulia's cargo capacity, you can fold down the rear seat backrest. If you pull the release levers in the trunk, you can fold the backrest down in a 60-40 split fashion to enable the usable space up to the front seat backs. The rear seat backrest is technically a 40-20-40 split. With everything upright, next to the center headrest, there's a small pull strap that releases the middle portion. You can fold it down to carry long, skinnier items. In the trunk, on the right side panel, there's a cover you can remove to access the vehicle's battery. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. Be sure to stay tuned next time and leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that too, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you can get properly notified of all of the new uploads. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.